Hi. I listened to that song so much it was on my 2021 Spotify Wrapped.
Damn. From October?
Yes.
Okay, we are live.
Okay, I'm waiting for the notification. There it is. Whew. Yeah, the sound sounds good.
Okay, type.
Hello.
There's nobody here yet.
That's okay.
We've got one viewer, and it's you guys. Oh, we've got two viewers.
Hello.
No,
friends.
it's one viewer.
It's so weird that it does that it switches back and forth between like the oh.
Why are you still in your Athena character voice?
I'm not.
You were for a little
A
bit.
little bit.
Oh, we got 4 viewers. Wow, that jumped up fast.
Hello, friends.
And now it's down to
Hello.
2. YouTube, fix your live system. What is wrong with you?
It's teasing us.
Yeah. You're such a tease. Oh, YouTube.
Ugh. Please don't fuck YouTube.
I wouldn't dream of it.
That would be a feat and a half, though.
Harkening back to the days on Tumblr where people used to make like cute anime sonas for all of like the social media websites.
Oh, yeah.
So be like, this is what Facebook would look like if it was an anime girl, and this is what DeviantArt would look like if it was an anime girl, and it was just they were all just
They were fun. I liked them.
they were fun, but also I just
The biggest one that I can think of is just when the Wendy's clapbacks were like super popular. You remember that?
yeah.
And
At
so
least
people made
Wendy's
the
is-
mascot.
But at least
Yeah.
Wendy's mascot is a person versus like YouTube where it's a little bit more abstract.
A concept.
She's marrying a concept.
What is that from?
Starstruck Odyssey.
Oh.
The weird energy ball.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
friends. It's been a weird month. And we're very tired.
Yeah. I think we can wait a little bit longer. It's like 11:02, so we can wait and see if a couple more people hop in. But for those of you that are here already, hi.
Welcome.
Welcome to the first once a month version of Smut or Angst.
SuperWhoLock
Oh
edition.
god, why does it still say that? I gotta edit the title.
What does it say it is?
Nandermo edition.
No. This is SuperWhoLock. Because we really wanted a Tumblr throwback today, I guess.
I did choose it. So if you want to blame someone, you can blame me.
No, I mean, I don't know if you have, but I think most of us have dabbled in. No, yeah, you've.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we've all dabbled in
dabbled.
SuperWhoLock.
I've never been really big into each fandom at the same time.
Brian!
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. There's 5 people here, but I don't know if all of you remember SuperWhoLock.
Oh God,
The days of SuperWhoLock on Tumblr.
they were wild times.
Yep.
Supernatural has a gift for anything.
The
Yeah,
Mish
they do.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, they do.
Confetti! It's a parade.
Oh god.
Does everybody watch Supernatural bloopers just so that they can feel something, or is that just something that I do, even though I have distanced myself very far from this show? It's just like watching Misha Collins goof off.
Hello.
Hi, Ring.
Ring Shadow Cat.
It is Ring Shadow Cat. Okay, hello.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is exciting.
Yeah, this is gonna bring back a lot of memories, I think.
Yeah. I am in fact repping merch from a lot of these. I got, you can't see this on the camera, I got a Castiel necklace, I got a bunch of buttons, I'm wearing a Doctor Who shirt, which you also can't see, but Most of these are literally things that people gave me that, like, they had no idea what I wanted. Like, I was in high school and my aunt would ask my mom, what is Leandra like? And she'd be like, oh, she likes, Doctor Who and Sherlock and some of those British shows. And so I got a lot of Doctor Who merch.
Same.
And I got multiple pieces of merch that just had the Union Jack on it. Even though I'm like, you're not British and you're not an Anglophile, but here, have a t-shirt with Snoopy holding a British flag for some reason.
I honestly should have worn my Weeping Angel necklace, but I didn't want to give anyone a heart attack. And also, I don't know where it is off the top of my head. It's hiding somewhere in my room. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that won't kill me in my sleep.
I think we can go ahead and get rolling with the people who are here.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm excited for this one. It's stupid, but I'm excited.
I think my proudest moment as a member of the Supernatural fandom was just that I found a coat that looked exactly like Castiel's.
Yeah, I owned a Castiel-esque trench coat.
I owned a Castiel trench coat and then tore it apart for a Castiel cosplay because I put wings in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh boy. What is this one called? we're not in our normal setup, so forgive us. Do a flip.
Even if I could do a flip, I probably wouldn't want to do it in Saskia's room. I'm afraid I'd break something.
This has gotta be Sherlock, right?
What is it?
Do a flip.
Oh, do a flip.
It's gotta
You're
be
talking
Sherlock.
about the Reichenbach
Yeah.
fall.
No, because there were so many memes after Reichenbach happened where it was like Sherlock calling John and being like, John, I'm Sherlock and I'm sad. And then John just goes, do a flip. God, I do not miss the era of those memes. They were wild. Yeah, I think it's gotta be Sherlock just for that.
Just for the meme.
Just for the meme. The problem is, crack isn't an option. We don't have crack fixes.
Do a really sad flip. Do a really sexy flip.
I think it's gonna be Sherlock Angst with a dumb title. Oh no. Do you think it's Angst or Smut?
That's a really good question. I have complete faith in somebody to be able to make this a smut.
Oh, definitely.
But it doesn't make any sense in my brain for it to be a smut.
Right? Yeah, like, flipping is a thing that happens. Like, that...
Well,
flipping is a sex thing. It's
Yeah.
when you're both switches and you switch halfway through having sex.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a thing that exists, and I know this. I don't want to read a smut fic called Do a Flip.
Well, okay, fine. Just to be contrary, I will say it's smut, and I'm gonna say it's Supernatural.
Okay. Let me end the chat poll.
This could be it. Do a Flip is so goddamn vague.
Oh, by the way, chat, just so you know, the options in this are, there are Supernatural only fics, there are Sherlock only fics, there are Doctor Who only fics, and then there are some SuperWhoLock fics.
Which is
Chat said 80% Angst.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Do a Flip feels like someone trying to hide the true angst of their story.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Like that kind of person, like the person who cracks jokes at really inopportune moments because it makes them uncomfortable. So it's like, oh yeah, my grandma died. And they're like, oops.
Exactly. Somebody who's writing a fan fiction with the tag wump, but also humor.
Yeah.
You got it right!
You did get it right.
Is it is it Castiel? Is it like a fallen cast thing?
I don't
know.
remember. It's definitely DCL.
Yeah.
Honestly, as soon as you said do a flip can be a sex thing, my mind immediately went to Destiel, because in my
Beautiful.
brief foray into the
brief
deep
foray.
space of supernatural fan fiction.
I've seen some shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of Destiel flip fics.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like a lot of them.
Next one is The Elemental Thief, which sounds like Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a play on the Lightning Thief, but it's the Elemental Thief. So
Oh God, I'm stuck in D&D brain, so all I can think of are elementals in D&D. But that's probably
I feel like it's a
Doctor Who. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I
Or-
suppose technically
Or it's a crossover.
that could definitely be it.
Because, let's be honest, all of them meeting would be the most chaotic thing ever, and very few of them would survive it.
True.
Ironically, I think Sherlock, the one who has died the least as far as I'm aware, would be the one to survive it.
did you see Brian's response?
No.
Dean feels like a power bottom to me.
Oh, yes.
For sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
People get really horny for soft Dean. They do.
Mm-hmm.
People also get really horny for Crowley, which fair, I guess. I'm more of a Rowena gal myself, but it definitely feels like Doctor Who.
Yeah.
The Elemental Thief. That just it sounds like it's some sort of like AU.
Could be like a Percy Jackson AU, almost.
Yeah, or yeah, it feels like it's going to be like not like a one shot. This feels like it would be like a multi-chapter fic that has like some overarching plot, but there's just a lot of sex in it. I think it's gonna be Smut. I think it's Doctor Who Smut.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also leaning that way just because when I hear titles like The Elemental Thief, I think of rogues, and rogues are sexy.
Correct.
Shadowcat said, Dean is a sub who denies being a sub. You're not wrong.
It's not the only thing he denies being.
Yeah.
But that's none of my business.
The family business.
Stop. God damn it.
Let's be honest.
Being in denial.
You're not wrong.
No.
Saving things, being in denial of the family business.
I know I'm not wrong, that's why it's funny.
No. None of the Winchesters are lucky in love, and I think it's hilarious.
Oh,
And
God.
sad, but mostly hilarious.
I'm gonna end the poll.
Yeah. Oh god.
Read Cass's soft top that will sometimes get really into it.
You know what there's a ton of in the supernatural fandom that I'm a big fan of is like grace kink. That's like what angels have in that show is they have
Oh.
like their grace, which is basically like their angel soul, and if they lose their grace then they're fucked. But there's a lot of that where it's just like horny energy.
Fair.
Chat said 80% angst.
Really?
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
I think my smut choice is also partially because of the picture in the background. It's a thunderstorm, and
Yeah.
I think thunderstorms are sexy.
You're like Saskia saying that fireworks are
Oh, it was
sexual.
SuperWhoLock. Damn it.
And it was angst.
Wow.
We were way off.
Yeah.
We were on the right path though.
And then you diverted.
We did.
Like an alternate timeline.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you and for my actual friends. Not that you're not. I'm tired. Shut up. I'm tired.
I'm sorry. I laughed really loud. That
I-
probably hurt the microphone. I'm so sorry.
Fun fact, my alarm used to be the Doctor Who theme song because it was the most obnoxious song I had saved on my phone. Because it is so loud that I would always wake up because I have to wake up to music and not just like beeping. And wow, the Doctor Who theme song at like 6 in the morning is not a fun thing. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I mean,
The
it's
new title is Russian Roulette.
Is it death or is it sexy? Russian roulette.
Is it gun kink?
Could be gun kink.
Because if it's...
Could be gambling kink. But part of me is probably a little, what's the word?
Or-
Influenced by that one really weird anime on Netflix.
What?
You guys don't watch as much anime as I do.
Correct.
It's
Is it about Russian roulette?
it's about gambling.
Ugh,
And it's
not a fan.
My ringtone is Marvel Swing, so I can't judge.
it's very horny. It's a very horny anime. If any of you know what I'm talking about, you understand.
Yeah, because nothing is sexier than gambling.
Yeah, especially when you're, gambling things you normally shouldn't gamble.
I'm going Sherlock Smut, just 'cause it feels right.
That does not narrow it down.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's the main character is like this whole school is about gambling, and the main character has
Is a
the
gambling school?
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
like you can gamble like money, or you can gamble your life, or if once you're out of money you have to become like somebody's servant. It's very weird.
Alright.
Jeez, that sounds like my personal hell. I'm so bad with money and math and games of chance. I say, being a
So we
compulsive
got
D&D
Angst
player.
Sherlock and Smut Sherlock.
It feels like a Sherlock
Fight,
title.
fight,
does.
fight.
The question is it like
But-
John Locke?
But I could also see it honestly being supernatural.
Yeah, going undercover at a casino or something. Or literally just... It's Russian roulette.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of the different...
Chat thinks Smut. 75% for Smut.
I'm on the same page right now. Yeah. Old Supernatural episodes are fucking wild. You can't see half of them.
Yeah.
Because they're all like
Saturation.
actual film. And it's so dark you can't see anything.
That gambling school is the horniest school I've ever witnessed
Right?
in anime.
You
Did
got
the
it.
slide change?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
Congrats.
Success.
I don't know why, but I get like Irene Adler vibes from that.
I don't remember what it is.
I'm going to assume John Locke just because it's
I mean,
a lot of it.
Yeah.
Mystrod, I get. Mystrod would make a lot of sense, actually. I wouldn't put it past Mycroft to have a gambling addiction.
It really just does sound like you're saying my Strahd, like the possessive.
Yes, he's Mystrod von
Strahd von
Tsarevich. You can't have him.
Oh,
Oh no.
Well, at least
What's
somebody
this one
wants
called?
him.
Crush Me Like a Flower. Oh, and it's an orphan account fix, so that means God knows. Oh boy. Crush Me Like a Flower.
Like, are we talking about literal flowers and crushing, or are we talking about, the symbolism of, somebody's virginity being a flower?
Ew.
gross.
I think it's supernatural angst.
Why?
There's a lot of fucked up relationships in that show.
Alright.
It do.
I mean, fair.
Do
There's a lot of fucked up relationships in all of these shows.
I mean, Doctor Who's pretty okay.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Rory Williams. He's good. You know. I don't know. It was just a gut instinct that this was a supernatural thing. And
I mean, you could be right.
who knows? Not me.
What are you feeling?
because it doesn't feel like any one specific fandom to me, I'm gonna go with SuperWhoLock, Angst.
Okay. I'm gonna end the chat poll. Chat poll.
I won't do it this time, I promise.
Yeah, I know. I know that you're restraining yourself. Chat says Smut, 66%.
Okay.
So they're against both of you.
Wow.
Man.
That's okay, I respect your opinions.
Your wrong opinions.
Well, I don't know if they're wrong yet. Now we just have to wait and find out. SuperWhoLock!
Well done.
Smut. I was wrong about the smut. You guys were right. You win.
You win.
So it was the metaphorical flowers virginity thing.
Maybe. Or maybe somebody just wanted to be crushed.
Or it's Rose.
Modern Doctor Who is basically always be kind and curious. Also, everything you love and care about will be violently ripped away from you one day.
Correct.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we should go back and watch some of the really, really, like, horrific episodes of Doctor Who, just because I enjoy the horror ones the most. Fun fact, though, the only one that, like, scared me because of events completely unrelated to Doctor Who was the werewolf one? Like, Queen Victoria's a werewolf one?
I forgot that
And it's
was
because
a
I
thing.
was watching it at 2 a.m. when I was, like, sick as a dog, and my actual pet dog was dead asleep. And as it was changing and clicking on the next episode, he did a howl that sounded exactly like the werewolf howl, and I was like, what the hell? And it was just my dog howling in his sleep. Thanks, buddy. Game over.
Also, I couldn't find a better stock image for this slide, but it feels really weird to use just like a stock photo of a person. I don't know why, but I'm like, hey, you're in this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Very divided.
There's a couple of game show episodes of Doctor Who, so it feels like they would get stuck on a planet that has, like, game shows.
You are the weakest link.
Yeah, I'm just so used to, like, Sherlock and his way of thinking of every challenge that he faces as an absolute game.
Yeah.
Like,
Genuinely the worst.
He's literally pitting his intelligence up against other people to entertain himself. And it's like, the only time he's going to lose is when he's dead.
And even then, who knows?
So yeah, that's my guess. Sherlock Angst.
And sometimes there's weird Victorian AU fever dreams that happen canonically. Because that makes sense.
You never know.
I do know I watched that episode!
No, I'm saying you never know. It could make sense. People have weird fever dreams sometimes.
Yeah.
Chad says angst.
I'm glad we all agree on that at least. Oh my god, imagine a game show hosted by Daleks. I would watch that. It's American Ninja Warrior, but with Daleks.
Oh my god. That would be so bad.
Oh no.
Sherlock.
Smut.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
You guys
it's
keep-
probably Shariarty. Sherlock and Moriarty.
What?
could be.
I don't remember.
Great sex.
I only remember some of the stuff. Oh god. I forgot what the background is for this slide.
Oh, I'm scared.
It's fine. Don't be scared.
So you say that, and it just makes me more scared.
Oh. Don't be scared, it's just a ghost.
To keep your ghost close. There's so many sex puns I could make with that title.
Yeah, I think it's supernatural smut.
That makes so much sense to me. I have to. It's so punny.
Yeah, and I could just imagine them doing a parody of the movie Ghost in Supernatural.
But it could be Angst because Bobby.
No. Don't hurt Jim Beaver. I love that man.
It's too late.
No.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Shariardi fics feel like they can only ever be about hate frigging. Thank you for censoring yourself in this chat, Brian. This is for...
Like we censor ourselves ever.
Brian has seen me play Monster Fucker Bingo. At this point, I have no shame. I think it feels like supernatural smut.
I'm gonna go with Angst just for Bobby. Bobby's worth it. Even if I get it wrong, Bobby's worth it.
I love Bobby.
Bobby.
I still think it's funny he was just named after a dude who worked on the show, though.
Good.
That's what made the French Connection so weird.
This
or not the
is-
French Connection. Was that what it was called? I think it was.
I have no idea.
No, The French Mistake. The show where Sam and Dean get sent into our world, playing Jared and Jensen.
Oh, God.
And they meet Misha and they're like, what the actual hell is going on? It was a good episode of that show.
It was really funny.
Really funny.
I'm ending the poll.
Doesn't Misha die in that episode? I think he does. I think they kill off Misha.
Yeah. He comes back.
Yeah, he's
Chat
fine.
is 100% angst. You guys are really
Wow.
confident about this.
Have you read this one? Chat.
Could be.
I'm not judging. I've read Supernatural Smut too. Don't recommend it, but I've done it. That stock photo of those ghosts is very cute, though.
It's so good.
Doctor
Who? Still Angst, but Doctor Who Angst.
Yeah. You guys are way off on the fandoms this time, and
Yeah.
it's really funny for me because so many of the titles are like, this has this word in it, which is clearly a reference to Supernatural. Just kidding, it's Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, SuperWhoLock is difficult because...
There's so many overlapping themes.
Yeah. Mostly death.
Mostly death. I've gotten a couple of them right, though.
You have.
Yeah, no, I'm sucking at this one, but that's okay. My pride can handle this loss. Thoughts? The Deadly Paradox. I think it's SuperWhoLock Angst.
I think it's SuperWhoLock Smut.
Damn. Both very confident. Well, now you need to talk about other things for a second, because I just got the poll up for the chat.
Oh no! I mean, we can talk about why.
I mean, yeah, it's a paradox, and automatically that makes me think Doctor Who, but also, like, there's a couple of things that are paradoxes in Supernatural, like going back in time and meeting your parents before they have you, or while your mom is pregnant with you.
Yeah.
Remember that episode?
Yes, I do.
Ugh.
Actually.
Yeah. And then there's, I mean, Sherlock is Sherlock. I feel like he's just kind of along for the ride whenever SuperWhoLock stuff happens.
Brian said, I think a lot about the time River implied that she got double teamed by two different versions of the Doctor.
River's song is an icon.
Wonderful.
She's so good.
Wonderful person.
Yeah.
Wonderful character.
Mm-hmm.
Just all around.
Watching
Yeah.
episodes of Rivers in chronological order for her is really sad. Because, like, the show follows, like, the Doctor's timeline with River
Mhm.
more than her timeline with him. So if you flip it, it's...
Chad is split, 50-50.
Hmm.
Ooh.
The intrigue. It does feel very SuperWhoLock, though, just because it's so broad.
Yeah. And we did just say a couple of slides ago that if they all met, they would probably all die. Except maybe Sherlock.
Very deadly. You think Sherlock would be the one
That's
to
what Kat said.
Alright.
Honestly, I think Sherlock would be the one to survive.
I think John would.
SuperWhoLock Angst.
That's
You were right, you got it.
Yeah.
finally. Yeah, John also probably, but I just feel like the irony of like the people who have had brushes with death but haven't canonically died multiple times being the only ones to survive is really funny. Because, like, just imagining, like, Dean dying and then Sam being like, oh yeah, he'll come back, and John and Sherlock are just standing there like, what? That's your brother, why are you not broken up about this? Or, like, the doctor dies and whoever his companion is just like, he'll come back. Different body, but he'll come back. And they're just like, what the hell?
It's like, do you know how many times this guy has died?
What is this one called?
Oh, is it going to take a second to load in the title?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like Sherlock would hate regeneration as a concept. I feel like he'd just be really upset about aliens in general.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Suffer the penalty.
I mean, that sounds so very obviously angsty, but it could be so
I think
kinky.
it's smut. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's kinky smut. Question is,
Who? I'm gonna guess Sherlock.
I was trying to decide between Sherlock and Supernatural, so I'm gonna go with Supernatural. Smut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving the chat more time.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I just feel like it's Dean in Hell.
It could be Dean in Hell. I'm also probably a little biased just because I've been reading a lot of BDSM smut recently. So,
Nice.
the fandom that I'm in is just very, very into the BDSM.
Which one?
It's the scum villains
Oh, yeah.
self-saving system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I see it on AO3 and go, I don't know what you're about. Goodbye, I can filter it out.
A lot of angst, a lot of kink. A lot of kinky angst.
I mean, fair.
Angst.
Angst.
I hate that word.
Yeah, it just reminds me of Cankersaurus.
We've got 83% for smut in the chat. So chat is agreeing with you on that front.
It's hard because
We'll
the image is
see.
also very angsty, though.
Yeah. But it
I
does
mean,
just
the
sound like
background
bondage.
images
I know they
never
have
have
no
anything
relation.
to do with the fix. Just the pieces of the title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Doctor Who!
But it is smut.
It is smut.
It is smut.
Hey.
It is smut. I think this one is like smut with
Is it with the master?
yes.
That makes so much sense.
Yes.
Oh, the master. How we love them.
I'm excited for this title.
Oh no. I'm always so scared when you say that.
I haven't had a better title than the Milk one
Oh
from
god.
the very first. That one was so good.
That
was
one
very
was. Betwixt death and a lady?
Why is that a question?
Because I'm just picturing death from Supernatural eating pizza while some people are having sex in the corner.
Oh my god.
It's like I shouldn't say this to
That's
the
why
world.
I'm laughing.
It's like Saskia when you guys in your former place
I'm so mad I missed that.
had an orgy.
Wild times, my friends. Definitely pre-COVID.
Yes.
Just to put that out there.
Oh my god.
I was.
What the fuck fandom is this? You're too busy dying, so I'm trying to cover for you. Like, okay, again, Betwixt Death and a Lady could sound like Irene Adler, because that's like her whole shtick.
Yeah.
Woo! Welcome.
Could be Doctor Who, I guess? But I'm really just picturing death from Supernatural.
Maybe it's SuperWhoLock. And Irene Adler.
They're just all getting... Oh no. I think the Doctor and Irene Adler interacting in any of their forms would be wild.
I also...
Death is offering one final mercy before that couple in the corner goes. Thanks, Brian.
So in the Scum Villain self-saving system fandom, there's also a tag that shows up so much. Fuck or die.
Oh yeah. Those are fun.
That's
I
in
like
the
those
Witcher
fics.
fandom a lot too.
Yeah, so much. SuperWhoLock, Smut.
Oh, I just had a terrifying thought.
What?
What if it has to do with Crowley when he takes over that woman? You know, it has that orgy in the house
I don't
and
remember.
then kills everybody.
Oh god.
Remember when they made Snooki a demon in Supernatural? And also that episode where Sam Winchester Dean got beat up by Paris Hilton.
That was funny.
That was wild.
We've got 57% for Smut in the chat.
Gotta be Smut. I guess it could be Angst, but it just sounds so horny.
Yeah, I think we're both just...
Wildly wrong. No, you got Supernatural. And it's Angst.
Supernatural angst.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of us just... Our minds are in the gutter.
Always.
All the time.
Yeah, no.
There's also a ton of fics in here that definitely, could sound either way.
What if it's Rowena?
I don't remember.
I love her. She's great.
Oh, there's another good one.
Also just because she calls her son Fergus, and it drives him insane. What a good name.
Oh, please, this has to be Smut.
Please. Please let it be SuperWhoLock.
I'm going to go with Sherlock Smut just because at the start of one of their seasons, and I don't remember which one. Don't kill me. There was that one scene with...
Irene Adler.
Was it Irene Adler?
Mm-hmm.
What scene are you talking about?
The one where Sherlock is almost suspended from the ceiling.
It is Irene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
got super horny about it. So
Yeah.
to be
Oh.
fair, but yes.
Everyone also got super horny for Sherlock showing up at Buckingham Palace in a bedsheet.
Oh,
But my
yes.
personal favorite memory is the bloopers of that scene where they step on his blanket and then Benedict Cumberbatch just ate shit.
Those bloopers
But had to
were
hold
very
up
good.
his sheet so he couldn't brace his fall. So good.
I also really enjoyed the smog behind the scenes. Totally different show, but it was really great.
Yeah.
He
You
just
know.
has great bloopers.
Yeah.
Bloopers in general are just...
I mean, that one wasn't a blooper. That was just him.
I know.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
I would get eaten by smog immediately.
You can be sneaky sometimes.
Yeah, I can be sneaky, but I would say something stupid and then I'd get eaten. Like
Kat said Smut.
Like, Smog would challenge me to a riddle contest, and if I couldn't find the answer to a riddle, it was like, what goes up never comes down. My reply would be like, your mom, or something stupid.
Yeah, that's a classic blooper. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so funny.
Very good.
I just realized how much of my brain is taken up by audio from different blooper reels for shows and movies that I like.
For sure.
I got absolutely obsessed with the blooper reels for
They're
Supernatural.
so good!
After Misha started working with them.
Oh, we're
like,
both wrong.
specifically.
We're both wrong.
Supernatural angst.
Y'all are so horny.
I'm sorry.
Yes!
Yeah.
We knew this! You know, there's one from Supernatural, or not from Supernatural. There's one from Doctor Who that I have in my head that was like one of the Cybermen episodes, and it's whoever the dude was running around with like airplane arms in a field just going, I'm free as a bird, a cyber bird, with the voice modulation on it. So I just have that stuck in my head sometimes. But it makes no sense out of context. The day he mastered the lonely god. So the lonely god, well, shit. I was gonna say it's definitely Doctor Who, but then I remembered everyone else. I'm still gonna go with Doctor Who, but...
Yeah, I can't.
Doctor Who angst.
I know I should be saying something, but my brain...
Take your time. Mull it over.
Like, it makes sense for all of them, but the lonely god is literally a title that the Doctor has. So, like... Is this like the Master and the Doctor? That feels right.
Just to be conflicted.
Oh, okay.
You go for angst, I'll go for smut. One of us will get it right.
Yeah.
Well, one of us will get that right. We might both get the other one wrong.
That's true.
I feel confident on it. Unless
It's
it's a
the only one
crossover.
that really makes sense.
Unless it's a crossover.
Unless it's a crossover.
I'm still gonna be bold.
Chat says angst. 66% angst.
Yeah, but it could be smut.
It could be. It is Doctor Who. And it is Angst! Yes!
Woo!
It's gotta be the Doctor and the Master, because he
It for sure
mastered
is.
the lonely god.
I
Makes a
don't
whole lot of
remember the
sense.
master.
He's the one who made the Doctor into that really creepy, wizened old version of himself that was just like nasty 2-foot tall David Tennant in a cage. But it was CGI David Tennant in a cage.
Yeah.
I was about to say Capaldi.
Don't be mean! I love Capaldi!
I'll stop.
Over the edge.
I really liked the female version of the Master who went by Missy, because she was just basically deranged Mary Poppins, and I vibed with that so hard.
I'm gonna go with Sherlock Angst.
Because in the building?
Probably grabbing the low-hanging fruit here, but
Yeah,
first thing that
honestly,
popped into my head.
yeah, Sherlock Angst feels right.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's just not a whole lot of that. Like, there is if you search for it, but not a whole lot of iconic symbolism in any of the others. So yeah, that's my guess.
No.
Sherlock Angst. Not that that scene wasn't angsty enough.
Oh, I remember watching that scene as like a high schooler and being like,
Same.
ah.
Before you,
And
the
then
next
having to
season
wait
had come out.
years.
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years.
Well, and then the payoff for it, in my
It's-
personal opinion, sucked.
Yeah, it was stupid.
It just felt like they were making fun of fans. To me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can save my rants about Stephen Moffat for another day, though.
I will forever be upset that they perma-killed Moriarty.
It's dumb. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have done it.
He's my favorite character, okay?
He's great. Do you remember? So in the like Sherlock books, Moriarty has like kind of like a protege / friend named Sebastian Moran, and people used to call them like like, is it Mormor? Is that what it
This
was?
is my favorite ship in Sherlock is Mormor. I read so many Mormor fics. I love it.
It's such a...
Chat went 100% for Smut.
Really?
7 votes and all of them for Smut.
Wow.
They're very confident about this.
Alright, alright. And as an Iron Man collection, yep, JFC do not kill Keystone characters.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
please don't kill... Doctor
Yeah.
Who?
Really?
Smut, we were both totally wrong.
Yeah.
Whoa. Over the edge of what?
Climax?
Could be climax, yeah.
Yeah.
That thought did
More.
flit across my brain.
More.
Definitely more.
Classic ship.
It's so good.
It is good. I'm a big fan of
I'm
Maestro.
so confident about
Yeah,
Sherlock.
me too. Well,
Yeah, it's okay. And if it's, of course, the one time over the last 4 slides that I don't choose Smut, it's Smut.
everything remains impossible.
The bisexual flag in the background was not intentional.
Oh, this is the unintentional bi flag. Nice.
It's pretty though.
Oh, book rec. Professor Moriarty, the Hound of the
Duberville. Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Everything remains impossible.
Fun fact, there is an entire book series that somebody wrote that's basically just like, it feels like self-insert fan fiction with Sherlock, where it's like a young woman becomes his assistant and he's a little bit older and then they get married and they're weirdly horny. Not
Alright.
weirdly, but like, they're good books. It's just, it's very much fulfilling that fantasy of being a young smart woman and being accepted by this older genius and doing, you know, work together, but there's a lot of sexual tension and you're also like a huge feminist and there's like an entire subplot where she gets kidnapped and tortured and like Sherlock has to come save her. It's a whole thing. They meet because she almost trips over him. Because he's just like casually lying on the side of the road.
You know, as you do.
As you do. I think it's supernatural angst.
Supernatural makes sense, but they're kind of their whole thing is nothing is impossible if it's Dean and Sandwich.
Yeah.
Logic does not apply to them. And I feel like that's also very similar to Doctor Who.
Because
So.
they are not bound by the laws of physics.
Yes. So I'm gonna guess Sherlock, Angst. I did also consider Doctor Wholock.
What?
SuperWhoLock.
You keep saying Dr.
I
Who.
really do.
Supernatural exists.
Yes, it does.
Ring Shadowcat said, I mean, Sherlock is in public domain, I think, and everyone forgets that literature Sherlock is a very kind person.
He is.
Obsessive drug-doing nutter, but kind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I don't like the trend of making Sherlock like
A
an
dick.
aloof asshole because he's genuinely a nice person when you read the books. But the modern versions of him are just like, nah, that's a douchebag. Unless it's, I do actually really like the Robert Downey Jr. version of Sherlock because those movies are great.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy. Rather gay, though.
So gay.
Chat says 85% for Angst. So, Chat's going with you on that.
My all-time favorite version of Sherlock Holmes is the young Sherlock Holmes, though, with the first fully CG character in a live-action movie, The Stained Glass Man, because that movie's so good.
Space says, and I mean
It's
ACD
SuperWhoLock.
is canon. Holmes.
SuperWhoLock.
Yeah?
I considered it. I really
Yeah.
did.
That makes sense.
Too late. Oh god. I love the next one. It's so stupid, but I
Aw.
love it.
Small puppy Sherlock, yes. Very much so.
That movie also introduced a lot more people to an Irish song that I very much enjoy. So, very appreciative for introducing people to the Rocky Road to Dublin during the fight breakdown thing. What is this? Big telescope! Where to go?
Oh,
Where to go?
God.
That's Doctor Who smut. It's gotta be Doctor Who smut.
Please be
Don't
Dr.
get
Who
cocky.
Because, like,
Already cocky.
Oh,
that was bad. That was really bad.
I didn't get enough sleep last night.
I did, for once.
Wow, I'm proud of you. It feels right. It just sounds like the worst pickup line ever.
Which ship do you think it is?
The Doctor and Wilfred.
I forget who Wilfred is.
Donna's grandpa.
Aw.
The one who has a big old telescope and he's always looking out at the night sky for the Doctor.
That's
Hey,
why
wanna
I
come see
like
my
the
big
Great Mouse
telescope?
Detective. It's goofy but portrays Holmes as a gentle person who cares about children, and that gets kudos from me.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Hell
Hell yeah.
yeah. And the poll. I think chat's on your side.
I keep having to stop myself from pushing my glasses up with my middle finger because that's what I'm used to doing, but I really don't want to flip off Chad.
They're fine. They've seen worse from us.
They'll survive. Yeah, 100% for Smut.
I genuinely do think it would be really funny though if it's Wilfred and the Doctor.
But we can only wait and find out. I kind of wish we had a telescope to look at our screen though, so we didn't have to keep leaning forwards. Oh, Sherlock Smut!
Yeah, this is my Strahd.
Oh, that's adorable.
That makes sense.
Mm.
I'm sad that it wasn't Doctor Who, but that makes sense.
Never forget them revealing that Lestrade's first name is Greg. Greg. Nothing wrong with the name, it's just always going to sound very amusing to me. What
For
is
sure.
this?
Really?
I don't know why the author punctuated this like this, but alright. Just come on.
This is a
Hello, darkness.
This is 100% Cass having sex with himself in the void.
What the hell? Oh my god.
I stand by it. It's void Cass.
Oh my god. If you insist.
I've read fics where that's the plot, so
I'm really glad that I'm not a guesser because I remember jack shit about any of these shows.
I also think it's supernatural, but I don't think it's void cast. It would make sense, but I don't think it is.
I'm trying to think who else is black goo.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say
The
Angst.
Leviathans were white goo.
Leviathans?
Yeah, the Leviathans in Supernatural, whose weakness was cleaning supplies.
But like a specific cleaning supply, wasn't it?
It was like a specific kind of soap. So you just spray them with soap, and then they go.
You know.
I stand by my void Cass. Am I ashamed? Absolutely. Am I confident? Yes.
No shame. Be shameless.
That's a different show.
That is a different show. That show is not part of this game. We got 50-50 in chat.
Yes, hashtag self-cess, hashtag cestial self-cessed.
Yep. I love that that's immediately where I went to. I was like, yes, I'm very confident about this. Supernatural angst, okay.
Alright. Could still be cast
In the void.
in the void.
Yeah, that was a rough time for him.
Yeah, I think there are a couple fics in here that have to do with void casts.
Void casts and Demon Dean are very, very, very popular topics.
Excuse me for just a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Ooh. The Itch.
Listen, I super didn't have a good picture for this one, so here you go.
It's actually, I don't think it's a bad picture.
Sounds like Smut, right? Like, that's not just me.
No, it's not just you.
Thank God.
I can... It would take me years to count the amount of smut fics I've read that have described being horny as an itch.
Yeah, same. What fandom are you guessing, though? You too, huh? I think it's SuperWhoLock Smut.
So, like, I'm torn between SuperWhoLock and... No, Yeah, it's super... I think it's SuperWhoLock. I think it's SuperWhoLock Smut.
It feels like it's gotta be Smut, because I've always heard the Itch. Unless it's a story about, like, Sherlock's addiction to drugs.
That could be it.
As an angst fic? But, like...
I mean, and also my brain just was like, I mean, it could be like a torture fic, almost.
Can you scratch that itch while you're torturing me? Thanks, buddy.
No, but like you can use sensory stuff like that as torture.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
This just makes me think of the Mike Birbiglia bit where he's in the back of a cop car and gets itchy and he's like, "Will you scratch my face? I'll let you use your gun."
Jesus Christ.
Most pictures to go with the title probably would have gotten the video taken down. These are all stock photos, and there were no stock photos of itching within PowerPoint. I could have found them somewhere else, but chat says smut, 57%, so it's pretty close with chat.
Like, there are ways that it could be angst. Like, if you think about it, but like...
It feels more like Smut.
It feels more like smut. It does. Maybe we're just too horny, but it does. It's angst! It's Sherlock angst.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is. Maybe it's a drug abuse fic.
I really don't remember, so I couldn't say. There are only a couple fics when I'm doing this that catch my eye, and I'm like, ho, I need to know about this.
Oh, it's gonna take a second to
I
load.
Smelled?
Spelled?
Spelled
What does angst smell like, Leandra? Please enlighten us.
blood.
Oh, Jesus.
And tears.
So like iron and salt?
Why is that one? Why do you do this?
Why is it not loading in?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
It should
I'm having
load
fun
in
trying
in
to
a
guess what it
second.
is based off of the background alone, which is so incredibly vague.
Yeah.
Who wrote this one? Could be a progression.
I think it's Doctor Who.
I think it's supernatural angst.
Well.
I think it's when Sam was addicted to demon blood
Oh.
and slowly becomes a demon.
Oof.
Demon Prince.
Oof.
What the hell was his name? What was
Demon Dean is way cooler than Demon Sam.
I'm not gonna say that out loud because I don't want to get yelled at in the comments.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna. What the hell was it? Was it Azazel? Yeah, it was. That's Yellow Eye's name. Forgot what his name was, so I tried to come up with the next nearest name, and the name I landed upon was Agamemnon, who's a historical king. So,
Angst smells like middle school locker rooms and Linkin Park songs.
oh
All right.
god.
Accurate
Okay.
description, yeah.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
But accurate.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. Just anytime I'm reminded of middle school.
I don't have a solid reasoning for my choice, but this is what I'm going with.
Alright. Chat said Smut.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the background picture. I know it has nothing to do with it, but I'm trying to figure
It
out
really
why
does
this
sway
is my
you
gut.
sometimes, though.
Yeah, I cannot tell you why this is my gut instinct, but it is.
games.
It's Sherlock
Sherlock.
Smut.
You got Smut.
I got Smut.
Progression of one.
What's crawling in your skin?
That's the song lyric.
Oh!
Crawling in my skin.
I am
You were
terrible with song
genuinely
references. I'm
concerned.
so sorry.
Richie was 100% ready to be like, you should see a doctor.
I thought maybe we were still talking about the itch.
Speaking of doctors,
Is it Dr. Sexy? Because that's supernatural spot.
Yeah, it would be. The cowboy boots. The freaking cowboy boots. Playing doctors and nurses. I still think it's supernatural smut.
No, actually, I'm changing my mind. Sherlock Smut. That's some kinky John Locke roleplay.
alright.
Yeah, but now that you've put Dr. Sexy in my head, I can only think about Dr. Sexy and Jane Winchester's obvious attraction to Dr. Sexy. Like, fully canonically admitted attraction to Dr. Sexy.
Yup. Yep. It's my boy.
I can end the chat.
I still can't get over the cowboy boots, though.
That whole episode.
Was chaotic.
The chat says Angst. 60%.
You could say I pulled it out of Sam's ass. It's a quote from that episode, I promise.
That was a great Dean impression.
Wasn't actually trying to do a Dean impression, I was just saying the thing. Doctor Who?
Angst. We were both way
Wow.
off.
Yeah, this is actually, it's not a ship one, but it's, 11 and Rory.
Oh.
It's 11 being sad and Rory comforting him.
Rory Williams, best nurse. I love him. Arthur Darvill.
He's great. So good.
I'm still not over The Angels Take Manhattan, and I never will be. That episode.
Speaking of angels.
Oh no!
In the time of angels.
But which kind of angels? Ha ha ha.
Not Sherlock, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
But is it angst or smut?
I'll do Angst. That feels right to me. Also, probably just because this did get the Sarah McLachlan song in the arms of the angels stuck in my head. So I'm just picturing sad animals. And that's-
They're gonna kill me. I
In the
have
time
to
of
keep
angels.
looking at them. Or I'll die immediately. I know that's not how weeping angels work, but still.
I could say smut just so that one of us is right, but I can't. The only thing close to Smut that I can think of that this title makes me think of is just sappy and romantic.
Yeah.
Not that Smut can't be sappy and romantic.
Chat says Smut.
What if its cast becomes
Okay.
a weeping angel?
Ooh, that would be terrifying.
Yeah. He would be a very scary weeping angel, but also just imagining how sad it would be to watch him turn to stone.
Oh.
And then, if he's still aware, watching
It is
Dee run away
SuperWhoLock!
from him.
And it is Angst!
Hell
Did it! We did the thing!
Good job.
But yeah, and then
Proud of
imagining Castiel still being conscious but not able to stop himself as Dean runs away from him.
No. That's sad.
But yeah, cool. We get it every once in a while. Stripped.
Stripped of what? You may ask.
My dignity.
Did you have any to begin with?
I like to lie to myself and pretend I wasn't in SuperWhoLock, so now that I'm confronting it on the internet, yes, actually.
You did have dignity and now you no longer?
Correct. Because I remember a hell of a lot about these shows, apparently.
This could be any of them.
This is a weird guess, but I'm going with it. I think it's a torture fic.
Oof.
I specifically remember images of Dean Winchester being impaled on meat hooks.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It
makes more sense to be Smut, but because of that, I'm second guessing myself.
Well, honestly, my gut reaction was Angst, but like, I want to take it more at face value. I do.
Brian.
What?
No, it's
Stripped of my dignity? Joke's on you. I'm into that ish.
iconic.
Welcome to the degradation kink tag.
I don't know why, but that's not what I expected you to say, so it took my brain a second to catch
What
up.
did you expect me to
The
say?
degradation zone!
I went to the degradation zone.
It could be literally any of them, so I'm just going to guess one of them and Smut.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me end the chat poll. Chat is 50-50 on this.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
At least they agree with us. Could be either. What?
What?
Supernatural Smut.
Well, I got
Y'all
half.
should have combined.
Yeah.
This is in fact about one character in Supernatural being a stripper. I want you to guess which character.
Cass.
From all of Supernatural. Lucifer.
It
Or
is-
Adam.
It's in fact Dean.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I remember that one episode before one of the ends of the worlds where Dean and Cass are hanging out in a strip club, and there's
Yeah.
Chastity, I think was her name.
Totally.
Yeah, with the white underwear and the little fake,
Angel wings.
Angel wings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
and then just imagining Cass trying to be her.
This little background was just suggested for me when I put in thanks for playing, and I was like, yes, give me this cat.
Aw.
So cute. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was so hard.
That was a
was very
grand old
hard.
time.
It somehow
Thank-
gets harder the more specific the fandoms become.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this horrible trip down memory lane. It was a good time.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
You're not wrong.
It was the SuperWhoLock of times.
But I think most of you who are in chat right now were around for our last stream, but just a reminder, we are doing this monthly. So the next time we will see you is the second Saturday in March. We don't know if there will be a theme for that yet, but we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Somebody read a fic where Cass was a stripper.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit. Good luck!
Good luck.
Ring Shadowcat, thanks for the game today. I'm self-publishing soon. Please wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck!
You got this, fam.
Brian, you said Smutter Angst Patreon when? Brian, will you pay us? Because I don't think anybody else will.
I
I don't
pay
even know what we would offer on Patreon.
I don't know.
It would just be
PowerPoint
videos of
classes.
all of us sitting around the table, frantically trying to make the little index cards 20 minutes before we're streaming.
Yeah, I will teach PowerPoint classes though, for sure. I will do that. But is there anything else?
I don't
think so.
All right.
I didn't do polls on Twitter.
Yeah. But it was a good time, and we'll see you next month.
See you next month.